I have a strong community mind that I believe in our community and safety. That's the number one reason why I go out and go Skywarn spotting. You know, with that, I'm using the technology. We communicate through a network through amateur radio. We're communicating to other people in, National Weather Service, for instance. I've anticipated the day. I've done some research. I know that today is going to be the day that the weather is going to be severe. You can't just drive out on the road and think that something's going to happen. You got to be strong in some science. You got to know geography. You got to do some math and some estimation. When I see the clouds starting to rise, that adrenaline, it does, come up a little bit. And when you hear a loud boom of, thunder, it's like, oh, all right, let's go. And then 11 years ago, I started at Kennedy when the building opened, and I'm a media specialist there, and I've done a few other things in the district as well as a tech integrationist. I am the president of the St. Cloud Education Association. I started with, computers, in my classroom when I was actually a kindergarten teacher, if you could believe that. Loved having those computers there. Moved through, having them in the classroom, said, gosh, that's my skill set, is to work with technology. It's taken me, to some other adventures in life. My grandpa in Itasca County was part of the civil defense system. So whenever there was severe weather, he would go to the courthouse. So this is a long time ago. My dad started with that and amateur radio and looking at severe weather. And I said, yeah, I'm interested in that too. And so, probably about 8 years ago when I started up and said, yep, I'm gonna take the test to become a Skywarn spotter, but also to get my amateur radio license. And I did that, and it's been going great ever since. I'm not scared of the storms because I have enough knowledge that I can, stay out of, I don't go right into those tornadoes. I stay far enough away, but I'm close enough that I can make those educated decisions. Just the fact that you've done all your research and you've made your educated guess and you got there and something actually happened, you accomplished your goal of seeing that severe storm. It really grounds me that I know that if I'm out there, that I can make someone else maybe save their life. To me, that I can't put a price on that. I am 742.